All right, everyone, it is that time. Neon White with Pods. We're gonna go real fast. That is my understanding of this game, as it goes real fast. Take it away.
Oh ho, we're gonna go real quick. Hello, hi, hello. This is Podz. We have commentators with me. If you want to introduce yourselves, and yeah, we can get started.
Sure. My name is Bree 12 a.m. and I love running Rush and Neon White, and I'm happy to be here. Ghost?
Hi, my name is Ghost, or Ghost Cafe. I also run Neon White. I usually ran Hell Rush, but I also do a lot of ILs and Heaven Rush.
And yeah, we're all like mainly into this game for like ILs, but yeah, we also have like a strong rush scene. So yeah, ready to get started? Are we all ready and set up?
Yeah, good to go.
How on set? Yep, all good. Yeah, let's just get started. There should be a countdown to start, so yeah, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so yeah, this is Neon White. This is a movement-based shooter slash speedrunning game that has a lot of tech that is really hard to explain. But yeah, first off, this is movement. So basically, like, goal for the game is to try to get to the end while killing all of these demons that are like around by God or something. I don't even know what the story is, but yeah. You pick up these soul cards. This is a purify. The soul cards each have their own each have two different effects, one being shooting and one having a discard with your right click. And yeah, I'm just gonna pick up the elevate. Elevate's also one which you can like get some jump. You can just jump if you use right click. And yeah.
One big way that you move in Neon White is to gain speed. You shoot enemy bullets, and what Podz did earlier was something called a phantom, which is you shoot an enemy bullet and the hitbox kind of stays around for a little while, and you can slash it with your katana to gain an extra boost. Podz also did a tech called a self bullet boost, which is where you shoot your own bullet. You shoot a bullet on a surface and then parry it with your katana, which is extremely precise. So nicely done on that.
Yeah, the window you have on hitting a self bullet boost is 1 unity frame. Well, unity pixel, sorry, which is quite small.
Incredibly precise. So generally, the ones that people will go for have setups. So you'll do it on like a little stair or something.
That's fine.
And one big thing about the movement in this game is you're gonna be seeing a lot of movement on the water. Whenever you're on the water, you'll be moving as quick as you possibly can on any surface. I think you got like a 33 lateral speed, whereas
yeah,
normally
33.
Yeah, normally you have like a 16 or so. So a lot of moving fast, a lot of the bullet boosting, and we're already finished chapter 1.
One of the things. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
One of the things that Podz did on that last level, which was called Blastport, was they hold space on that slope, and that puts them slightly above the water. It's called an above water boost, and moving above the water is one of the fastest ways you can move. So generally, when you're on water, you want to get as many above water boosts as possible.
It more or less gives you a really good speed boost. Yeah, now we have another card called the Godspeed, which it is a sniper rifle, but you also have a dash. And yeah, the main thing with Godspeed is like you don't want to like spam the dashes. You want to like time them in a sense that you can get like the most speed that you can from them. That was That was fine. Yeah, the main thing with like water is you're gonna be trying to get as much like speed from it as we can. Either being on the like mostly being on like the top of the water, and yeah, that's the main thing about this chapter for the most part.
Yeah, we're introduced to this glass as well. There's a little trick that we do at the start of the level where you can break the glass after you step on it, so it instantly breaks rather than, you know, hitting it and then waiting for it to slowly break. You can get a nice water boost by breaking it quicker. You get a huge speed boost off the side of the water there. Also, we'll be using that a lot throughout the run.
And
generally...
yeah, we're just getting to the end of chapter 2 here.
Yeah. Generally, with the introduction of the Godspeed card, a lot of these levels are quite flat. And you're just figuring out the best way to traverse by doing these horizontal dashes all throughout the level. And Podz making quick work of chapter 2 is we're already at the end of Dancer, the final level. We're heading into chapter 3. So
next up we have, for chapter 3, you're gonna see these demons known as Guardians. I don't know, okay, I hit that. Yeah, the Guardians here, you see they have these laser beams. If you stay in like the Guardian's like length for, well, if you are being like seen by the Guardian for too long, it will automatically kill you. And yeah, now we're gonna pick up a new card called Stomp. And yeah, the Stomp, as you may expect, makes you go down.
You can be really floaty in this game, generally with a lot of the vertical movement. So you want to make a lot of use out of these Stomp cards in a lot of situations. Otherwise, you're gonna take a minute or so to fall down to the floor. One thing that you'll notice with the way Podz is shooting here is that they're aiming up and to the right of enemies and tap firing. So one of the best strategies for the Stomp card is to tap fire, and the bullets will appear. The first 2 bullets will appear on the bottom left of the crosshair. So that's the best way to aim accurately and to shoot them as quick as possible. And through a lot of these chapter 3 levels, we're going to be trying to get bullet boosts with the Stomp card. It is a submachine gun, so it goes really fast.
Yeah, it's like the machine gun is like probably the fastest like weapon in the game, but it is really inaccurate for the most part, other than like a lot of them. But other than like it's mostly just with the card that we just send it. Anyway, yeah, this is Canals. Happy Canals Day. Yeah, this is Canals. Canals is probably like one of the most like, it's a bit of a difficulty spike in comparison to some of the other levels, but it's probably one of the most fun levels when you get it right.
Yeah, around this point of the run, like Canals is the first reset heavy point of the run, as you're doing a lot of fast snipes. Mountain is a good example of a lot of the key strategies that we use throughout these levels, where we'll take a card and then we'll smuggle it to the end of the level. But we're going to be taking an extra Stomp card and bringing it to the end of the level so that we can do some nice Purify boosting. I'm not sure if we explained it, but if you shoot your own Purify bomb, you get a lot of speed boosts.
But yep.
Nice job, nice recovery.
I'll take the backup.
And Super Kinetic is also a very good example of this. We're going to be taking cards to snipe some enemies right before the ending.
And yeah, now we're going into chapter 4, which is like the introduction of boss chapter. Well, this is basically like the first boss chapter of 3. Where we're gonna be facing Neon Green immediately after, like, these levels, and, yeah. There's gonna be a lot of stuff we need to explain.
One thing about these boss chapters is that they're much shorter than every other chapter in the game. All of the regular chapters will have 10 levels in them. This chapter only has 3, so we're going to be doing... We did Arrival already, and this is Forgotten City, which has some very brutal snipes. Some of these buildings have slightly larger hitboxes than they would lead you to believe, so these snipes are even more difficult, but very nice job. And now we're heading into the first boss fight against Neon Green, the Clock Tower. So it is very important that we're going to be getting the boss's health down at the start so that we can get a quick kill. And you might notice that Podz is slashing their katana all throughout the level. It's a big strategy that we will be seeing at the very end. We're going to do a double bomb to skip all the way up to the top of the tower. We got a nice 24 health on the boss. It's a great number. And nicely done. So you might have seen failure and you're like, oh no, that's terrible. But that's intended. That's an intended strategy where we use death abuse. So whenever you die in the game, the timer will freeze, and if you throw the bomb and die like right after by using up the fist card, then you'll save a lot of time. I think Green's death animation is like 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds or so.
Yeah, Green, like, you do save, like, about 3-4 seconds of this. Anyway, yeah, next up we have, Chapter 5 with... What am I... Oopsies. Chapter 5 we have a new card called the Fireball. I'm currently playing... Really cool. Yeah, like, the Fireball is a, it's a bit similar to the Godspeed, but you can get a... It's more like you can get a boost similar to an above water boost, like anywhere you want. In like any direction we can, more or less. And yeah, we're also going to see these new enemies called Ringers, and Ringers shoot out enemy bullets in a circle. And yeah, you can get a lot of speed by shooting a lot of these bullets at one time.
We're going to be seeing that in various places throughout the run. But Chapter 5 is a super fast-paced chapter. With the Fireball card mechanic, you can go super fast. And the movement with it is just so clean, I love it. And also shout out to the song song's really good.
It's really good.
What Podz just did there on 2 levels ago was break a red wooden floor with the Fireball. Fireball gives you an insta-kill on enemies after you dash with it, and breaking any platform that an enemy is on will kill all the enemies on it. Also, shout out Machine Girl for this whole soundtrack because it's incredible.
Oh yeah, definitely keep pointing me getting in the game for sure.
And yeah, next level we have is Apartment, which yeah, is probably yeah, Apartment's probably one of the most flashy levels in the run.
Yeah,
We'll go by very quickly.
It's definitely one of the cooler IL strats of the run. We're gonna be there's a strat where you use those balloons that Podz is shooting at the start of the level, but we're not going to be using those. We're going to be sniping them at the very beginning, which is already quite difficult to do fast. And we're going to be moving up and down.
Okay.
Moving up and down this tower. This is another one of those hard hitter levels like Canals.
Okay, I'll take this. That's fine. And yeah.
Nicely done.
Now we're going to Chapter 6. Yeah, this Chapter 6 gives off a level that, well, Chapter 6 is probably one of my least favorite chapters, but it has a, you're gonna see these these enemies known as tripwires. And tripwires, if you guess it, you go into it and yeah, you die.
It also kills any enemies that is attached to, so you'll see that used a lot to skip a lot of the levels where you just shoot the tripwires. They go off and all the enemies, like right here, you just skip an entire section by getting all those tripwires.
You can also see another example where they will break these red floors and walls. And this whole waterworks level is just sort of like a teaching you, you know, this is what tripwires do. You should kill the tripwires instead of the guardian heads and stuff like that.
Yep. This level here is a has a pretty cool strat tied to it. And yeah, it like you mainly have to like use you may not have to use these cards, but nope.
Yeah, so a funny thing you
yeah.
can do is stand on top of them. We use that for the ending to skip a little bit by taking some Godspeed cards so we can get across to the end.
Yeah, Falling, which is a pretty straightforward level. So yeah, if you want to have a quick, if the host wants to quickly step in, that would be great.
Yeah, sure. We actually got a $5 donation for you, Pods, from Airty. Pods, my goat. Let's freaking go! And that went to Buck Up and Drive, the Van Diesel cameo. So we're $5 closer to that one. That one is coming up, and we're making good progress on it. So make sure you're donating towards both a poll and an incentive that interests you. Exclamation point donate. That's all going to True Colors United. It's a great cause that we're raising money for this weekend. Make sure you check them out in the panels below.
Separate of that, I'm also doing an incentive with one of the color rushes. Yeah, it might be, how is that going?
That is a fantastic question. Let me take a look and see what the status on that is. As of right now, red is in the lead with $50. Violet is not too far behind at $35.25. No love for yellow. So, closing up soon. If y'all have any strong opinions about colors, now's the time.
I would like to see yellow, personally. We got some donations.
I like yellow, but I am probably the most rusty on it, so yeah. If that says anything.
More content.
Yeah, donate for yellow, make the runner squirm.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we've been, I've been, like, completely missing over the, like, some, thing here. Yeah, these enemies here are chockers. You can get a little bit of, you can get some, like, you can get a bit of a boost by, using them. In the way, like, the green pedal is the way that you should be going, but, I'm going, like, in most ways other than that. This is Trip Track. This is like the level I've been spending my past 2 days on. Because, yes, this, there's a really, hard strat that, this is fine. I can back it up. Is a really hard strat that, like, a lot of people go for, but it's, like, barely even, like, RTA viable. Like, it's only done in ILs. The IL scene for this game is huge. Also, Race. I love Race.
That's too wet. We made the current rate that we use in Rush, I believe. This level has the most demons in it in the game, and the devs had a lot of fun linking them all up together.
Yep. The intent of like the intent of the level is you're mainly supposed to like it's meant to be like you're racing like the racing the demon, like racing like the tripwires, but it's a bit of an auto scroller. Unfortunately, the so it's like you can kind of just speed up by shooting ahead. Also, yeah, this is chapter 7. We're going to be seeing these new enemies called, well, like these new balloons. The bubbles, sorry. I keep on mixing them up. Basically, the bubbles are more or less meant to be like kind of more like restrictions or like pathways that like for your route. Mainly because like every time you go into one of these it like basically blocks all bullets until you go out, and you have to kill all of the demons in order to unlock the door. Unless certain circumstances, of course.
There'll be an example of where we'll break a bubble without going in it later, but you'll have to stick around for that. This is Minefield. Minefield, super funny level with some funny routes. But basically,
I killed a bounty with this, with some routes. That was funny.
Yeah, there's still a bounty going on for the top strat, but there was another route that was discovered also, which is pretty fun.
It was a mixture of like random name and a bunch of other people that I just found in new strat, and I'm just like, oopsie.
Yeah, shoutouts random name.
Yeah, this is Trip Track. No, this is not Trip Track. This is Trigger. Sorry. This also has a really cool new route found by Asher.
We also have these new enemies called mimics, and they look like chests that normally give ammo and such, but they shoot out insta-kill bullets, and they insta-kill you and enemies, and you can use that to your advantage to chain kills and skip most of the level.
You're gonna see a huge amount of that in Sweep this level, where you skip a lot of these sections indoors that have mimics.
I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a backup here, but that's okay.
Better than resetting.
Much better.
And Fuse, the last level of the chapter, kind of combines all of the elements that we've seen throughout the chapter. We're gonna see all of the bubbles, and there's definitely some funny routes that have been going on with this level recently too.
I can back that up as well.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I'm just gonna have to take that a bit safer, but that's fine. Yeah, now we have Heaven's Edge, which is probably my favorite, my favorite chapter in the run. This is the Dominion, and yeah, you can see, rocket launcher, you go fast. I got hit by the railing, like the, ending door there. Okay. Not sure what that was about. Yeah, this is, a rocket launcher. Like, you can get, really fast speed to this. It also gives you a zipline as a discard. And, yeah. Shout out to, Noelle, by the way. She's, she's actually the person who, at one point, actually had a sweep in every level in this chapter. Which, probably the most, it's probably the most, shocking thing I've seen in this game.
It was one of the only world record sweeps to happen for a chapter.
Yeah, there was Earblobe, who had a world record sweep in Chapter 6, shortly after the game's launch, I believe, and AJ also had Chapter 8 sweep, like, a little bit after the game launch, too. But, Noelle has had Chapter 8 world record sweep since August of last year, and...
Until very recently.
Until very recently. And it's only been one level that she's lost to, so it's still 9 other IL world records, so it's very absurd still.
Also, yeah, this is Crash. I may have some familiarity with this level. Luckily I can back that up.
Podz
this is fine. Haven't had this. I can't back that up. Haven't had that moment.
Oh, that was interesting.
That was a new way that I've reset here.
That's never happened before.
That's never happened before. They said the funny line.
We did it.
Oh my goodness. Sub's giving me some issues today.
Very unfortunate.
Pod's going for the world record adaptation of the cross strat, where you snipe these balloons with the stomp, and then whenever you go to this bubble part in the middle, you're getting bonked on these window frames. And then at the ending, it sets you up for some rocket boosting, but that is very difficult to pull off, so...
Well, I should be good at this. Hold up, hold up.
There is also something that you might have noticed. A lot of the explosions in this game can go through walls. Like, some of the earlier strats would have had purify bombs killing enemies through surfaces. We're going to be using this at the end of the level to kill some guardians through the floor. So we're going to be shooting up with the Dominion card and hitting guardians with snipe through the floor. Nicely done.
Not sure what that was about. But
sometimes your closest levels will get you in the worst ways.
Yeah.
This is Ascension. It kind of introduces what we call aim lab strats because you have to make a lot of precise snipes. Where these balloons, you kind of snipe them at the end, before you're supposed to and skip an entire section. Yeah, nicely done.
Yep. Now we have straightaway. Straightaway, fairly simple level. Yeah, let's just, any donation, anything we want to add? Any donations? Or you can probably shoot a couple off for you?
Well, we can certainly talk about while we're here. So, it's Power Up Pride 2025, raising money once again for True Colors United. They are a great charity. They're assisting their regional shelter partners around deportation raids and the rights of young people who are seeking services, pushing back on the federal government's DEI bans, and advocating for HUD funding that directly supports young people experiencing homelessness. And they're pushing for new protection legislation in support of young people experiencing homelessness. Despite many challenges in Congress, your support is more important than ever and deeply appreciated. You can check the panels below or type !charity and !donate to learn more about how you can contribute to that cause. The event's going all weekend until the late hours on Sunday the 15th. A lot of great games coming up. Make sure to check out !schedule to see what you're interested in watching throughout the weekend, because there's a lot more great gameplay to come.
Sure is. Yeah, now on we're playing Street. Shout out to Idol. She's actually had like a really strong reign on that level for quite a while. She was actually meant to be here with commentary, but couldn't really make it. But yeah, shout out to her. She's probably one of the doses like of the level. Well, she is one of the doses of the level. And yeah, this is Mara, also shout out Wet.
So this is the funny strat to kill a bubble that I mentioned earlier. We did a little grapple cancel, so you can grapple onto that edge of the surface where the glass is, and then you can jump out of the grapple to cancel it, and it will break the floor, and it will kill the demons in the bubble and the bubble itself. So now we're into Chapter 9. Chapter 9 is, we're firmly in the late game of the run at this point. There's nothing new that's really shown to you in this chapter. This is just like a greatest hits sort of collection of all of the sort of best ways you can use the cards. They try to make it as difficult as possible, and the soundtrack to boot.
Like, there is a lot of, there are a lot of levels that can be really hard to get right, but when you get them down, really fun.
Yeah.
This level in particular. Oh, sorry, you go.
No, I was gonna say the same thing you were, so you go ahead.
This level in particular is one of the harder ones. You have to make a lot of precise snipes from far away, and also kind of a reset point in the run.
Fine. I was expecting to stomp that. Well, I was expecting to stomp and not zipline. Yeah, this is... well, Dodge Street has had a couple of reroutes in the past of the IL scene. If you watch the IL record, they basically do this level completely backwards.
Yeah. This level also is a fun little example of the vending machine in the game. There's vending machines throughout the levels to help you out if you get stuck. We actually use one of them by shooting it through a wall at the start, and we can use that extra card to get to the ending quicker. It's very nice.
You may have also seen that example in Dash Tower a bit, but
oh yeah, true.
Because I was using that for the vending machine there. It's mainly used to be like a backup for Hell Rush, for the most part. If like because in Hell Rush you cannot like the difference between Heaven and Hell Rush is that in Hell Rush you have like free miracle katanas, but which is basically a get out of jail free button. But other than that, you cannot reset, and if you die, it's game over.
Yep, very unforgiving run. Not that White's Heaven Rush isn't unforgiving also. A lot of these mistakes, especially in Chapter 9, can cost you like 20 seconds, 30 seconds even, in each level. Barrage is definitely no joke also. It's definitely one of the harder levels of the run. You're going to be doing a lot of Purify boosting throughout the level. It's a good...
I usually miss the last, like, Guardian that I'm not sure why I do, but I just do. It's really interesting.
This is Estate. Estate is one of the other flashier levels of the run. There's a lot of ringer boosting with the Fireball card. You're going to be getting a ton of speed all throughout the level, and it's just really nice to watch.
Yeah,
also...
Unfortunately, I'm not the best at this level, but I definitely know this level is a very common fan favorite within the community.
Last year at the Neon White Awards, it was awarded the best rated level, I think, something like that, something along
I
those
think
lines.
so.
Yeah.
I'll take that, and yeah.
Nicely done.
So this level's tripwire, and a lot of the tripwires are set up in such a way that if you were to kill an enemy in front of the tripwire, it will kill you. Hence tripwire. So, but we've been here before. It's not our first rodeo, so no problemo.
Also notorious for having one enemy left.
Yeah, that jumper can be a... That jumper can be a bit tricky to kill a couple of sometimes. Also, yeah, this is Ricochet. There's a strat in here, like which is one where you basically have to hit you have to hit all of these shockers frame perfectly. Which, how on earth did that not work? Okay.
Oh, it's close. You got 1%ed maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, there's a thing where with these shockers that, like, you can get, like, you can hit them, and if you hit them the exact same frame, they die, that they count as 2 demons killed. So you basically use that in order to skip the first part of the level, but,
I think it's also
viable in IL, so not really a rush strat.
yeah, it's not anywhere close. I mean, you need to hit, like, essentially 7 or 8 frame perfect, well, 30 FPS luckily. Frame perfect in a row.
Also, like, sniping a bunch of enemies across the map, it's very brutal. This is Fortress. Fortress is the last level of Chapter 9. It's another really cool route where we're not going to be going into the inside of the level at all. We're going to be using those Purify bombs along with that barrel to go along the outside. And we're going to hit these barrels, they're going to launch us super high. And then we snipe all of these balloons that we skipped in the middle. Nice. That was really good, well done.
I'm surprised
Very
that worked
good
actually.
progress.
There was like a few parts I was just I was a bit worried I was gonna get like hit by a certain tripwire.
Yeah, it can be rough.
Anyway, yeah, this is a Holy Ground, fairly nothing level, but yeah, this is like just meant to be a bit of a calm before the storm. There is a level in here called the Third Temple, which I'm going to be focusing on. It can go really wrong really fast, so yeah. Here's hoping it doesn't.
You got this.
Also, yeah, there may be some this I don't know how you explain like what is going on in the background here.
Yeah.
Those who've never played this game, there may be questions about like stuff, but yeah, it's just a bit of a sense of go with it.
So this is the second boss fight of the game. Where again, it's neon green, different area this time. We've broken out of the temple, and it is our goal to try hit green as many times as we can while he's moving. Every time in between his movement, his shield will drop and we'll be able to deal damage. And this level casually takes you about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe even longer. But with a bunch of these skips, with these air shots also, we can...
It's fine?
Yeah, no, this is chill.
Those are hard to hit, so very nicely done.
Yeah, so you can,
Oh my goodness, you're joking me. What? This is, yeah, for context here, you may have noticed this green health bar at the top. That point that I was just at, like the waterfall that is like the latest you're supposed to kill green. Unfortunately, yeah, if you don't kill green that, you do like have to back it up in a way, but yeah, that is... Yeah, it's good to back it up. Also,
Still a
yeah,
very
this...
nice job.
Also, yeah, this is the Book of Life. This is a card that you can basically use to teleport and kill any demon from any distance of up to about 500 units, which is really far.
we'll see a nice
And,
example of the range of that soon.
You can probably imagine where this is going with how fast this is.
Speaking of fast, you got time for a quick donation?
Shoot.
Alright, we got $25 from JD Roach. Much love from the Neon White community. And that one goes out to all 3 of yous. And the target incentive was for Buck Up and Drive the Van Diesel cameo and towards the poll. I guess I should start looking a little more closely at that poll to find out what we're doing at the end of this run. Exclamation donate. We want to see what poll we're getting. What showcase are we going to see after this run?
Let's get the yellow.
Yeah, just get yellow, I hope. Yeah, this level, fun fact, Switch is completely upside down. Don't know why, it just is. This
One
video
of the
game.
things-
Also that that right side of that wall doesn't exist.
Oh, you got accessed.
I got access.
So, in order to finish every Chapter 11 level, you need the Book of Life card. But there is a funny moment in this level where you can pick up the Elevate card while you have the Dominion, and then you won't have a Book of Life card anymore, and you can't get it back. So you have to reset. And now we're heading into probably one of the funniest levels of the run. There is a strat that we can use with
Yeah.
some controller software so that we can
Yeah.
teleport to an.
That looks like a splice, but in reality, it's just you're using controller, like the controller to slip through the wall.
Yeah, we call it inside storage, where you can save the position, and as soon as you get the card, you can teleport to it. It looks very funny.
So yeah, this is Marathon, like what we are doing right now.
Ooh.
And yeah, this level is, fun fact, meant to be about 1.5 minutes long. And yeah, so much for that.
Fortunately, you can just hold a direction while going to these sonic rings, and then you're good to go.
So yeah, this is the final boss here. This is Absolution. Probably one of my least favorite levels in the game. And yeah, just gonna have to go through these green crystals.
Absolution, a very difficult level. There's going to be some snipes at the end here that are very precise in order to get really skip on one of the phases. You're also going to see the early death strats here to skip Queen's step animation.
Also, yeah, for the people who are on tech, time is going to be at the when the failure text shows up on screen.
So these are the very brutal snipes that I was going for.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't hit all of them. I mainly can do that to skip the entirety of green, going the like the entirety of green there. And yep.
This is the very final phase of the fight. The time will be coming up very shortly.
Time.
GG.
GG.
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah.
And on that note, that does close out the Heaven Rush showcase. And to everyone's chagrin here, Red won.
Nice.
Okay, red's good. I'll take red.
Red's good. I was kind of a little bit worried about yellow, but I wanted to see yellow just for content. But yeah, this is. But yeah, thank you for having us with that run. Yeah, we're just going for red. It'd be Red Heaven Rush. Give me like I just need a. Okay. And yeah, ready to start whenever we're ready.
I'm good to go. And just go ahead and let it rock whenever
All right.
whenever you're good.
All right, great. Thank you. Yeah. So Red Heaven is basically a separate category. Like they have all these other categories like Red Heaven, Red Heaven, and Yellow Heaven. Well, Fight Rush, Red Rush, and Yellow Rush. They're all like separate. They all have 8 stages of their own. And yeah, we're ready to start with Red. So yeah. We're just gonna start in now, shall we? So 3,
Let's go.
2, 1, go. Yeah, so Red, so this is mainly more of a bit of a side quest thing. There are 4 separate side quests. 3 separate side quests for all of these characters, and yeah, Red is one based on movement. And
there is a gimmick to these red levels where
oh my goodness.
each level is based around the design of a specific card, and you'll only ever see one card in it. So this first level will be Elevate Traversal 1, which is maybe foreshadowing for what the next level might be.
Wow, I wonder what this level's gonna be.
What's after Elevate Traversal 1? Elevate Traversal 2? No way.
I would have never guessed that.
So
Wow.
we have some nice showcasing of some side quest geometry. There's a nice little invisible floor we can jump off of there. That's nice. Some of these side quests have a bit of interesting geometry that we can make use of.
Geometry geometry as a whole is a bit of a suggestion in this game. And yeah, this is so this is Purified Traversal. I'm gonna try to skip once. This is Purified Traversal skip. Well, we're just gonna get like 4 bombs in this and not like that. I'll try it one more time.
Yeah, so this strat is super hard. Probably the hardest one in the entire Red 7 rush. We're going to be trying to go for a strat where you discard 4 bombs very quickly onto this red door. You have to get boosts on each one of them in between the discard of them. And if you do it correctly, you can fly all the way. Perfect.
Very nicely done. That's incredibly difficult.
Yeah,
That saves about 3 or 4 seconds from the other race.
with it.
So now we're into Godspeed Traversal, another great example of the amazing geometry of these side quests. We're gonna hop on an invisible floor, and there's a lot of the level that you just don't see. In these side quests, there's you don't have to kill all the demons in order to finish the level. In fact, there's only, I believe, 1 demon in all of the Red's side quests. So,
There is
you don't
only
need-
one demon, and you don't even see it. You don't even see it.
there's also in the final level, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, final level, yeah, technically, but the only other case you see a demon is in Dominion Traversal, which you're gonna see in the night 2 levels time.
Yep.
Also, yeah, Storm Traversal, fairly casual level.
Pretty chill. Fireball Traversal. There's a
Shouts to
whole
Fufa.
section. Shouts to Fufa Ball Traversal. We're not going to be going to the left side where you are intended to go. Instead, you can just use the fireballs to go over some geometry. And here you can do a fireball smuggle. So we fireballed into the last card there, and we are allowed to keep an extra one so that we can get a nice grounded boost on top. And there's no floor here. You're just going through these sonic rings all the way to the ending.
Now we have Dominion Traversal, which is a level that I've spent quite a lot of time in recently. And yeah, it is really, oh, excuse me. Kind of a finicky one. There's like a few, there's a few tricks that are in this level that, that's fine. I think. I could probably back this up. Take that, and yeah, this is Book of Life first, so get ready on time. Time! Sorry about the very little warning. But yeah,
GG's.
thank you.
GG.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for that. That was actually really fun. Really fun. Just gonna give over to the host for a sec, and yeah.
No, this is still your time. Tell us where we can find all of you.
All right. Yeah, this is well. Oh yeah, thanks for having us. I am Podz SR. You can also like refer to me as Podz, but yeah, this is yeah. You can follow me on like twitch.tv/podssr on Twitch, and yeah, if for the other commentators, can also do that real quick.
Would you like to go first, Ghost?
Sure. You can follow me on Twitch and YouTube, pretty much anything. My name's Ghost Cat Faye. And yeah, Bree, do you want to take it?
Sure. So my name's Bree12am on Twitch. I will be running Neon White at SGDQ coming up next month. So
Out of
be
that,
sure
you
to-
all better watch that. It's a 4-way
be sure to
race.
check
It's
that
gonna
out.
be huge.
Yeah, we've got some international representation there. It's going to be really fun in person. Yeah, and I'm going to be streaming some practice at the end of the month. So
And also, shout out to the Neon White Discord. If anyone's interested in joining that, go into the speedrunner.com page and join the Neon White Discord through that. And also, yeah, thank you for having us, Power Up Pride.
Also, shout out to the speedrunning server and the Neon Bar server in Discord. The community is very welcoming.
Community
and,
is
queer friendly.
really welcoming. Yeah, that too. That too.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you all again for being here and showing off Neon White. That was a lot of fun. As far as we go, we're still Power Up with Pride. It's still 2025. We're still here on Twitch. We're still running June 13th through the 15th for about 16 hours altogether, and we're benefiting True Colors United, !charity, !donate, !schedule. You can find all that information all about us. As far as I go, I'm done hosting for the day. I will be back late Sunday doing commentary for Soulmass's Muse Dash showcase, and then I will be the closing host as well. So, until then, I'm Olivia, and I'll see all yous on Sunday.